Welcome back. I must apologize before we start this week's episode. I've been sick for the last week or so, and my throat is very much not in good condition. It's very scratchy and irritated, so I may need to cough every now and then. I will try not to, but just in case, I'm sorry. Now, where were we? There is still some time left. Who should I visit? Alright, so far, I'm thinking, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thinking Sumi might, potentially, be the human. Or she might just spit on us again and start chanting about a tree, but either way, let's go check her out. Alright, I arrive at the abandoned school. Sumi, she's here again as well. She's meditating like usual. It feels good to see a familiar face. Being able to have someone I can exchange a few words with in this godforsaken place is a small source of comfort. All this time I've been meaning to ask her why she picked this spot of all places. But so far, every time I was about to ask, things, escalated. I suddenly get flashbacks and recall the rough treatment Sumi's given me on previous visits. She said she's done last time. If that means no more rituals, I should be fine, right? Hey, Sumi. I'm here. What? What did I do this time?
함부로 나다니지 말라고 했을 텐데. 그러다 죽는다.
You shouldn't be moving around so recklessly. You will die. You really like to emphasize that, don't you? I'm just here because I was worried about you.
걱정?
Worried? You mentioned exercising evil.
쓸데없는 걱정.
Your worries are unwarranted. Okay. I take it that means the whole exorcism thing is going well? Sumi doesn't answer. Why am I not surprised? The silence following my question, however, feels strangely different this time. Puzzled by this sudden change in atmosphere, I look at Sumi.
준비할 게 더 남았어.
I have more preparations to make. Okay. I'm curious and would love to inquire further, but I have a feeling it would get me nowhere. I don't expect her to answer any of my questions anyway. Still, I get the impression that something she had in mind didn't go quite according to plan.
그럼 난 바쁘니까 이만 가보게.
Well, I'm busy, so I'll take my leave. Whoa there. Ouch. Out of nowhere, Sumi suddenly collapses and falls down. Hey, Sumi, are you okay?
날리고 치지 마.
Oh, don't make such a fuss. What's wrong with you? Sumi loudly holds me back and slowly gets up, proceeding to pack her things as if nothing ever happened. What's her deal? Wait. I take a look at Sumi's legs. Something about them looks strange. There it is. I can see a big black bruise. Hey, what's wrong with your legs? I know she must have heard me loud and clear, yet Sumi doesn't answer. Instead, she simply picks up the immensely heavy-looking bag. Nothing. Where are you going? Hey, don't overdo it. You're straining yourself.
거 정말 오지랖 넓네.
This thing's so heavy.
나도 이 꼴로 어디 돌아다닐 생각 없다.
I'm not going anywhere like this. Now it's weird and awkward. Well, that's a relief. Sort of. That's a normal reaction for once. So, where are you headed?
표정이 왜 그러나?
Why do you have that look on your face? Huh? What, me? I stutter a little and feel caught. I must have done a really bad job at hiding my relief. So anyway, where did you want to go just now?
저기에 여관 있어.
There's a motel nearby. The one in Hope Hill? What a pleasant coincidence. I'm staying there too, so we can go there together.
거기 묵고 있다?
You're staying there? Where else would I find a place to sleep around here? Sumi, apparently somewhat skeptical of my words, starts walking towards the village without saying anything. Hey, I said we're going together. I quickly catch up to Sumi and start walking alongside her. Give me all that baggage of yours.
그럴 필요는 없.
You don't have to. I grab her things without bothering to take no for an answer. I get the feeling she really wants to complain, but after a while she accepts it and quietly follows me. And I arrive at the motel carrying something that's much heavier than it looks. I try really hard to make it look like I'm not struggling with the weight. A few moments later, Sumi and I arrive at the door to the room she's staying in.
이제 짐 돌려줘.
Now return my things to me. Sure thing. Can you open the door first?
괜찮으니까 돌려달라고.
It's fine. You can just give them back right now. Please. We're almost there, so I might as well cross the finish line. Just open it already. Sumi is audibly annoyed and searches through her bag. I feel like I'm gradually learning how to communicate effectively with her.
아,
What is it?
열쇠.
Key. Key? You mean the room key? Is it gone?
손가방?
Handbag. Handbag? Is that where you put it? Then where's the handbag?
맞아.
Oh, right.
폐교 교무실. 거기야.
The office at the abandoned school. It's there. You left it there. Are you sure about that?
기억났어.
Yes, I remember now. Do you mean I carried this heavy-ass bag all this way and now you want me to go back just to get your key?
갔다 올게.
I'll be back. Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? I'll find it.
너가?
You will? Did she just blush? Her face looks redder. Yeah.
왜?
Why? Sumi asks a really important question. Well, you see, I can't have you walking around out there alone with your injuries, can I? I'll go get it for you, so don't worry. Anyway, let's go to my room and see if you're hurt. No offense. Never. Not in a million years. Just let this poor girl be. Just get the key from downstairs. There's no way I'm joining a strange man in his motel room. Oh God, I got a cough. I'm terribly sorry. My throat is dying. Something tells me Sumi's not fully convinced yet. By now, I've learnt that waiting for her to reply is a waste of time in most cases. I open the door to my room, which happens to be right behind me.
내 방 앞이었어?
Your room is right in front of mine? I don't answer and push Sumi's back to get her into my room. Yeah, no, that's red flags, red flags. Many red flags. Sumi, having entered my room without offering up much resistance, leans against the wall. Something tells me she'll no longer be so stubborn. Show me your feet. Oh, thanks for making me say that today. Show me your feet. Her silence is understandable. Oh gosh, there's feet. Oh gosh, there's feet content. There is a deep, dark blue bruise on the foot that Sumi pushes out. I'm gonna cough again. Oh my. Good thing I have an ointment for bruises like that. Wait. There are ointments for bruises? Is that a thing? Like, how have I lived my whole life and never once heard of ointments for bruises? What? I feel lost. I take the ointment from my first aid kit and carefully apply it to Sumi's foot. There's so much feet content. Oh gosh, it must really hurt. Sumi's legs are fiercely shaking as I apply the ointment. I'm not the audience for this, so this does absolutely nothing but creep me out. Wanna tell me what happened?
하라 못하려고.
I know what I'm doing. Is this from one of your exorcisms? Is it normal for you to get injured like this?
그냥 실수다.
It was just a stupid mistake.
아직 적응이 안 돼서.
I'm not fully used to it yet. Used to it? To what? My question remains unanswered, which is something I've already gotten used to. I respond with a shrug. Any reason in particular why you're up and about when you're this hurt? Now, it might just be me, but if you get a bruise on your ankle, I mean, that doesn't really stop you from walking around. It's just a bruise on your ankle, and unless somebody's like kickboxing it doesn't really hurt that much. I've been injured there many times. I'm Australian. I don't know. Anyway, I ask her, fully prepared to receive the same silent treatment as always. It's hard to get to know her better when I mostly end up talking to myself.
역귀를 몰아내야 하니까.
Because I have to drive out the evil that lingers. The plague-spreading ghost?
내가 퇴치하지 않으면 안 돼.
Yes, I have to get rid of it. I'm positively surprised at Sumi briefly letting me in on what happened. I try not to show it openly, but I feel like I've gotten a little closer to Sumi without really realizing it. Alright, that's that. I finish wrapping a tight bandage around the bruised areas that I've treated with the ointment. All of this is just bizarre to me. A bruise is a bruise. Just leave it. It goes away on its own. Just don't touch it. It'll be fine. It won't hurt. I stabilize it with tape and look at Sumi. See, that just seems like that would hurt even more because now there's something constantly tightly pressing against the bruise. Anyway, let's move on. No more talking about the bruise. Sumi fiddles around with the bandage and looks at it with a mixture of curiosity and amazement. Then she looks back at me.
어디서 배운 거?
Where did you learn to do that? School of life. It just happened naturally.
그게 무슨 소린데?
What do you mean? Oftentimes in my field of work, I can't afford to take a rest when I'm hurt. I say as I'm literally recording this through a very sore throat. That's why I need to know these things to keep moving.
바쁜 일인 모양이군.
It sounds like you must be busy. Girl, you have no idea. That's a PD's life. Always busy, always on the move. And I'm proud of it.
아, 이제 덜 아파.
Hey, it already hurts less now. Don't start moving around just yet though. I've only done some basic first aid measures. Something the matter?
너 보기보다 착해?
Are you kinder than you look? Was that supposed to be an insult?
아닌데?
No. Well, anyway, I'll head to the abandoned school. You said the key's in your handbag, right?
교무실에. 빨간색이야.
In the office room. It's red. Red handbag, office. Got it. I'll come back soon. Lay low until then.
검고 긴 옷을 입은 사람들.
Beware
조심해.
of those in long black robes. I'm sorry. What? Black robes?
그 사람들 공력이 엄청나. 너 따윈 상대도 안 돼.
Yes, they possess great power. You're no match for them.
보이면 무조건 숨어. 도망치거나.
If you spot them, hide. Run away. Sumi sounds uncharacteristically caring. She's serious. I can tell by the look in her eyes. Black robes. Oh, that is indeed a black robe. Don't tell me she's talking about them. Okay, if I see one, I'll hide. Promise. With these words, I leave my room. Time to head to the abandoned school. Huh? On my way to the school, I spot two villagers. They are engaged in a conversation and have no clue that I'm nearby. What do I do? Should I eavesdrop? Of course. Eavesdrop. I sneakily hide in the large shadow of a nearby building. I focus all my attention on their conversation. Middle-aged man 1. There's an abandoned school over that way. Middle-aged man 2. Abandoned? How come? Well, I had some business nearby, actually. I heard a sound. Something awfully loud. Something strange went on in there. But that sound sent shivers down my spine. Don't be afraid of things like that. It was most likely the priests doing their thing. People like us shouldn't pry. Just leave them alone. It's better that way. Let's get to work now instead of talking. The two men walk away. Does that mean something happened at the school? I stand there with a puzzled look on my face for a while, then keep walking. I guess I'll see for myself soon. These things happen. There's a soul-crushing aura surrounding the school, decrepit and on the brink of collapse. Yes, this is also how people describe me. This doesn't seem like a place anyone should ever enter. I'm worried because of what I've heard the villagers say earlier. Did something happen here? Come on, Jun-sung, keep it together. Ooh, we got an achievement. We heard the villagers talking about the school. I try to calm myself down and slowly enter the abandoned school. The school itself isn't actually that big, so finding the office that Sumi mentioned isn't too difficult. However, I'm sensing something dark and unsettling coming from inside the office. I hesitate and wait in front of the door for a while. I'm such a coward. I take a deep breath and thoroughly ready myself, mentally preparing for the worst. Everything is weird around here. Being nervous is perfectly reasonable. But I can't just stand still and wait for things to suddenly change. Determined, I open the door and step into the office. Oh my. We're gonna need a cleanup in here. The place is a mess. Ravaged doesn't even begin to describe it. Shattered windows and scratches that I can't quite place. Enough to make me realize something unusual happened here. Are these traces of Sumi's exorcism, I wonder? Why are there giant scratch marks on the wall like a tyrant? What was she fighting? My eyes wander around the room. Ah, there it is. A red handbag. Just like Sumi said. I pick up the handbag and look inside. Sumi's right. There's a key in there with number 303 on it. Thank God. Lucky me, this went a lot better than expected. Uh-oh, those sound like famous last words. I take another look around the office. Might as well check if there's anything else of interest here. I doubt there's anything here, but I mumble to myself and start to rummage through the office. I look through the room, but nothing catches my eye. It's an abandoned school, neglected and forgotten. It's only natural that nothing's left here. I sigh and reach out to the last remaining broken down cabinet. I open the cabinet door. Inside, there's a diary. Looks like an elementary school diary. I casually pick it up. I start going through the diary. The entry I'm at is written in childlike, crooked letters. and there are traces of a teacher having made corrections. I flip the diary and look at its front again. It was written in 1979. 1979? Wow. This is the diary of someone much older than me. The thought makes me feel strange, despite it being a regular, simple diary otherwise. I open the cabinet door again. I put the diary back and take out another one. Gunsuk Park. I turn the page while reading the diary owner's name. Gunsuk. Park Gunsuk. Yeah, that actually matches the Hangul for once. Alright, February 11th, 1979. School started today. Yesterday, the daughter from that shaman's house Mummy told me about transferred here. Uh-oh. Her name is Sumi. Whoa, okay. 1979. She's looking a lot younger than she actually is, apparently. Unless the one that we're talking to was like a granddaughter? Daughter? Something at this point, I don't know. My brain is also fuzzy from the sickness, so bear with me. Her hair is as white as Granny's. Her bangs look shabby. The kids make fun of her and say she's ugly and poor. Well, that's rude. Sumi? Che? I look at the diary's front cover again. 1979. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Maybe it's just a coincidence. The name's not exactly common, but also not one that's so unique it only exists once. But the name, Sumi Che, a mention of shamanism, white hair. What are the chances? I was told Sumi could potentially be a witch. In that case, could the witch maybe have borrowed the body of Sumi Che, who lived in the past? Oh man. Still trying my hardest to process what I've found, I take a deep breath and keep reading. The ugly girl has no one but her father, so the teacher told us to be nice. But she's really unfriendly and doesn't even answer when she's asked something. She gets angry when you keep asking. She reminds me of some crazy stray dog, so I'm scared. After school, I told Mummy about the ugly girl. But Mummy said the whole shaman family is dirty and I shouldn't play with her. February 20th, 1979. After school, I saw the ugly girl while I was walking home with Quan. I saw kids throwing dirt at her, and we did too. The ugly girl became angry and chased us away. We ran and played some more. March 5th, 1979. Today, the ugly girl walked home alone again. I often see her because her house is in the same direction as mine. I quietly walked behind her. I was the only one who didn't throw dirt at her today. I saw the ugly girl helping the old lady next door. She had problems crossing the small stream nearby because of her bad legs, and the ugly girl helped her cross it. The old lady is really nice, so I ran and helped as well. She gave us steamed sweet potatoes to thank us both. Ina, I want some steamed sweet potatoes. I don't think the ugly girl is evil. March 6, 1979. Today, the kids threw dirt at the ugly girl while she was walking home alone. Quan, too, but I didn't. The others looked at me strangely, but I didn't want to. June followed me and asked me what the matter was. I told him I was annoyed and just wanted to go home. March 7. I decided to talk to the ugly girl today. I told myself I wouldn't get scared if she got angry again. I asked her what she was going to do once she was home, and she said, "It's none of my business." I got angry too, and we ended up fighting again. I was angry, but Gyeong came and said something mean to her, so she fought him instead. I'll apologize to her later. March 14. I have been walking home together with her for a few days already now. At first, she seemed not to like it, but now she speaks normally and even answers me when I ask her something. The other kids gave me strange looks when they see us together. I'm worried that they will bully me too. I saw Byung-kyu watching us closely. March 15th. While walking home with the ugly girl, Byung-kyu, who usually bullies her, threw dirt at me. When she saw this, she became furious and chased Byung-kyu. Then she beat him up. I have never seen her hit someone before. When Byung-kyu started crying like a baby, I had to laugh. He was too scared to even make eye contact with her. It was so funny. The diary ends here. That was a lot of character growth and development in one diary. I look at the pile with the other ones. If I keep reading through those, I might be able to find out more about this person named Sumi Che who was around in 1979. However, a lot of time has passed already. And the later it gets, the harder it is to move around. I take the diary and leave the school. Gun-suk Park. I should definitely investigate that person further. Intriguing.
엄청 늦었어.
It's so late already. The very first thing I hear upon entering my room is Sumi's stern, reprimanding voice. It looks like I was so immersed in the diary while reading it that I lost track of time. But I can't tell her about that now. Sorry about that. Here you go. I pass the red handbag to Sumi. Sumi takes a look to check if the key's there. And gets up, straining to pick up her baggage.
그럼 나 가볼게.
Then I'll leave now. Hold on a sec. I'll carry your things.
됐어.
No need. Still so cold. And here I was wondering if maybe I'd managed to get a little closer to her. I walk behind Sumi, unable to see through her enigmatic personality. Sumi, having opened the door, tries to move all her baggage on her own. There's really no need for her to act so prideful. I approach her and help her carry the things inside. I wait until she's inside her room and then move her baggage inside, carefully setting it down. Don't remove the bandage yet. Yes. Well, I moved back to my room. That went well. I mean, at least she just slammed the door in our face and didn't spit on us this time. All right. Sumi Che, 1979. I have no idea what to make of that yet. I think I'm on the trail of something very important here. Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm intrigued. I have to find out more about this diary's original owner. Gun-suk Park. All right. Well, we're on, what are we on? Monday, October 29th, 3:28 p.m. Search for clues on the culprit. Next time, though, we're going to end this episode here. That's once again the perfect place to cut it. And I'm not sure if I trust my voice to really keep going much further without devolving into a massive coughing fit. So this episode, we spent the entire time with Sumi. We went back to the school and got the diary, talking with some kid wrote it back in 1979. So what's that like? Wait, when is this game set? Is it set in modern times? Because that would make it 45 years ago or something? Something like that. Sumi's looking great for someone who's potentially in her 50s or something. Yeah, so it turns out that maybe Sumi is not the human that we're looking for. But on the other hand, even the diary said, I don't think she's evil. She's just very brash. if the Sumi that we're talking to is even the same one that's mentioned in the diary. Like maybe she's a granddaughter or something. I don't know. Come back next week. Let's find out. Hopefully my voice is feeling a little better by then. I'll see you guys then. See ya.